How many bear cups do you have in stock? Only 4. Well, there's like 20 of us waiting out here in line, so sorry, that's just how many we got on the delivery. Oh, you can go in now. Let me in! Move out of the way! Let me in! Ow! I got one! Hey, hands off! This one's mine! I'm buying 3 of them! You can't do that! Save some for the rest of us! Hey, I need one! Hey, hands off! I got in here before you! Get off! Get away! No! Give me it! Give me it! Ah! You've got to have more out the back! No, that's all we've got left since Jane bought one earlier. Jane? Give it to me! Ah! Someone catfished people while pretending to be me. This is going to be a long story, so get ready. So in 2023, I had a message on Facebook from a random guy, and he apologized for things that he did during our online relationship. And I was so confused because I didn't know who this guy was. And he told me that we were in an online relationship for years, and this was news to me. So then he sent me the Facebook profile of the person that he was in a relationship with. The Facebook profile started in 2016. I only found out about it in 2023. So here's just some very interesting things that they posted while pretending to be me. I can't even read you some of these. 12th of March 2016 as well. I would have just turned 16? No, I would have just turned 17. So very strange in itself. But someone who was friends with the account was commenting to stop posting the weird things. Then we bring in this character called Samantha. The account was posting dark things I seriously can't do this, about to drop everything and everyone. And this Samantha person was either the same person running 2 accounts, or it was genuinely someone that believed they were friends with this Holly Lang person. You honestly can take your 13-year-old Huh? There's some really strange things that they posted that I can't even read out. See, this Samantha person again. I think Samantha's a real person, and this Holly Lang person just clearly got off on, making people upset or, panicking them and stuff. I care too much but feel worthless and not good enough for anyone. I feel like I don't make others happy. I'm failing and shouldn't be here. See, and then Samantha said never push me away. I hope tonight I get so drunk I crash. February 2016, I would have been 16 and I'd never had alcohol at that point. I'm gonna have to censor what this says, but it's talking about SH. Maybe my dad was right, I am a mistake. Again, I'm gonna have to censor what the end of this says, but that's crazy. And there's people commenting on all of these, probably no, we're here for you. There's so much of this I'm gonna have to censor, okay? A lot of other things that I can't read. Ugly picture, ugly me. Well, that's quite rude. Puberty, why did you make me ugly? Use someone else's face for your account then. They're now talking about ending things. And there's 44 Right, class, welcome to Food Tech. Do you want to just start by getting out your ingredients? Hey, can I borrow one of them? No, use your own ingredients. Holly, get started. Get out your ingredients. I don't have any ingredients, miss. Oh, why not? I forgot to tell my mum I had Food Tech today. Okay, so how do you expect to make a cake then? Right, well, you're just gonna have to sit and watch. Oh, okay, sorry. Everyone, look, Ella's doing such a good job. This smells so good. I bet you wish you bought your ingredients now, Holly. Right, everyone, it's time to taste your creations. Apart from you, Holly, you get nothing. This is so good. You want to try some? Oh, yes, please. Too bad, it's all mine. You should have bought your own food. Right. Come furniture shopping with us.
We found a discount furniture shop and it had literally everything.
It was very overwhelming because there was so much. We didn't know where to start. We've already got a sofa, so I don't know why we're looking at these. We really wanted one this material, but we couldn't find one big enough. Yeah, we've already ordered our sofa for the living room, so stay tuned to see what we picked. We keep getting distracted.
Holly kept pointing at things she liked.
We just didn't know where we would put any of this stuff yet. Hold on, I'm getting overwhelmed.
We're not looking yet. We're starting bandits.
Oh, we're not even meant to be looking yet.
No, stop.
Look at the floor. Why are we not looking as we're walking past these?
This is what I imagined when I was saying,
oh, you're allowed to look.
Our own fireplace thing.
Oh, silly.
Then we went to Dreams to look for a bed and mattress.
We're still sleeping in the spare room at the moment, and we had no idea what kind of bed we wanted.
They had this sleep match area where it examines your body shape and your sleep position to help you pick your perfect mattress.
This was so fun. Here's the screen above examining our bodies.
This helped us order our perfect mattress, and our bed will be delivered in December too.
We treated ourselves to some new pillows before heading to B&Q for paint and DIY stuff. Pillows, pillows, pillows.
Follow us to see how our B&Q trip went.
Today, I'm proud of myself. So he then took this as a conversation of encouragement. No, I just felt like I had to keep him updated when I actually did sell some add-ons so that I didn't get told off again. And then the manager says in his interview that there's never any pressure to upsell anything. That's crazy. I also said in my complaint that the manager just generally scares me. After I made the complaint, I still had to work with him, and in my opinion, he started to treat me even worse. He made me stand by the front door of the store in winter in shorts selling things, which is something he'd never asked me to do before. A lot of the things that I complained about as well are just normal things that's expected of retail workers. Like, it's normal to be asked to stay an extra few hours after your shift. But in this case, because of how scared I was of him and how intimidating he was, it just felt like I never had a choice and I always had to just agree with things. Like, obviously, if I thought my shift was over and I wanted to go home and I wanted to get away, he always asked me right at the end of my shift, like as I'm about to leave, if I can stay an extra 2 hours. But I always felt like it wasn't him asking, it was him like expecting me to say yes. I felt like I couldn't say no. Anyway, in his interview, he said there's never any pressure to say yes to extra hours. I said at the end of my statement, like, my ideal outcome, and I quote, "My ideal outcome would be for the manager to treat everyone nicely so I don't feel scared to go to work." And apparently the manager was taken back by my allegations, and then he showed the interviewer an article that I wrote about him being a really good manager. For context here, he knew that I had a social media following and he wanted more people to come to our store. So to promote the store, he begged me to do a post on Twitter, and it was a picture of me standing outside the front of the shop with the address of the shop and everything, telling people to come, like, this is where I work. Surely that's dangerous. So that's the only thing that I can think of where I would have publicly said, like, oh, come to my store, I've got a really good manager. Like, I don't know where I wrote an article. But again, anything I ever said about him being nice was obviously just because I was scared of him. Why would I go around saying he's a really bad manager? It says in the document, in conclusion, having considered all the facts and evidence, I can find no evidence to substantiate your claims. So it basically ended there. Obviously, after all of this, I still had to work with the manager, so he was just very off with me and it was really awkward. So a few days after the case got closed, basically, I told him I was quitting. You usually need to give like a week or 2 weeks notice before you quit a job, but I'm guessing he just wanted me gone anyway. So I remember I just went into his office and I said, today's my last day, and he was just like, okay. The end. Follow for more story times.
Let's paint the living room.
This is where we left off last time. Sam polyfilled the wall where there were nail holes while I started paneling the wall.
We've done a whole separate video for that if you want to see.
Then I finished masking everything so we were ready to paint. The whole living room took us 2 days to do, which I think is really good. By the way, Sam put up the Christmas tree. I think it's too early, but it looks cute.
The next day we started painting.
Look at the wallpaper the previous owner chose. It's a choice.
We were going to strip the wallpaper off, but you won't see much of this wall anyway, and you'll see why later.
I left Sam to paint while I collected the IKEA units for the living room.
It was getting late, but we were determined to finish the first coat of paint.
I started painting the panel wall, and we did 2 or 3 coats of this in the end. Can't you just wait to have that sweet?
No.
He's trying to eat a sweet while we're doing this voiceover.
While Holly was doing that, I built the units for our media wall. It was surprisingly easy.
Then we moved them into place. We can't finish the media wall yet, but stay tuned to see how it turns out in another vlog.
We can finally put our rug down. This is from Wayfair. And here's the almost finished living room.
Follow us to see what we add to it next. I don't know where to start. There's just stuff everywhere. It's our first full day in the new house!
The bed for the spare room was arriving, so Holly put away the airbed we slept on while I was trying to fix the toilet. The toilet doesn't flush.
That does nothing. Because I'm just blowing in it. No, I cleaned all this.
The bed came, and this was my old bed that I gave to my mum, but she's given it back to me.
Then the electricians came to look at the plug sockets that don't work.
The whole of the top floor needs rewiring because the sockets are tripping the light, so that's a good start.
Then Holly had to go to our old flat in London to return some keys.
I won't bore you with the story, but long story short, the timings got messed up, and in the end I just drove all the way back to London to return some keys.
Holly brought back some dinner after her trip.
Then we did some rearranging and sorting of bin bags. I put bedding inside the bed and we took clothing bin bags up to our bedroom. I think a little bit less of me.
She's just chilling. You want to show them how she just chills? She's just chilling.
We're still not using our bedroom yet because of the faulty plug sockets, so it's just a clothing storage room at the moment.
Then the plumber came to look at the toilet because Sam couldn't fix it, but he's coming back in a few days to actually fix it. Then we did some kitchen organising. Here's our celebration dance.
Holly sorted out some clothes we need for now while I started on my music room. Look how vibey it is.
We're so busy with all of this right now, so follow us to see more daily moving vlogs. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, hi. Did you just drop that on the floor? Drop what on the floor? The advent calendar that was in your hand, but it's now on the floor? Oh, did I? I thought I just put it back on the shelf. I just saw you throw it on the floor. Right, well, must have just fell off the shelf then. Okay, well, would you mind just picking it up and putting it on the shelf? Well, isn't that kind of your job? Sir, please don't be rude. Oh, fine, there you go, you happy? Yes, thank you. You know, in the space of time we've had this conversation, you could have picked it up already and I could have walked away and got on with my day. Well, take it please, because I don't want it anyway. I already tried to put it back the first time. Next time, please just put it back on the shelf. It's not difficult.